If you find yourself failing every diet that you ever try miserably, I'm going to show you how 90 days is all you need to transform the way you look and feel for the long term. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 key areas that are crucial for getting in the shape of your life, and I can almost guarantee that you're missing at least 2 of these areas. My name is Connor and I'm a body transformation coach. So without wasting any more of your time, let's just get straight into it. So how this diet setup completely changed my life in 90 days, but not me, more so how it can help you change yours, because you don't really care about me, do you? You don't care about me getting in shape. You're here so that you can get in good shape. So step number 1 is the blueprint. Now, a question for you. Have you ever started a diet full of optimism and then failed at any inconvenience that crops up? Yeah. The answer is 100% yeah. We all have. But the question is, why does that actually happen? Now, let's visualize it like this. Let's just say you buy a plot of land, right? On that plot of land, your goal is to build a dream home. But the problem is, you've got no idea what it takes to build a dream home. So let's just say you start off by going to buy some bricks. That seems like the logical first step, right? Go and buy some bricks, we'll figure it out as we go along. And then later that day, you go to the pub, celebration, let's go and get some drinks. We've just bought a plot of land, we're on the process of building this dream home. Let's go and have a beer. And then you're having a beer, you see a friend, how you been? Oh mate, great, I've just bought this plot of land, I'm gonna build a dream house. And he goes, oh, amazing, when are you planning on being in for? When do you need to be in? Oh, well, we've just sold our whole old house and we've got to be in there within the next 2 weeks. And he goes, wait, you're building a house and you've got to be in there in 2 weeks? That's not going to happen. So you go, oh yeah, shit. And you sell the land and you go and buy a house that's already ready, prepared and built for you. Now, the plot of land obviously equates to your goal. The plot of land for you is getting in shape for summer or being ready for a holiday you've got coming up towards the back end of the year. Whatever your goal you're working towards, that is hypothetically your plot of land. You going out and buying the bricks is your attempt, following a bit of a diet, eating a bit better, going to the gym a couple of times a week. And then the for sale of the land is you quitting. Now, the thing is with this is that you've got an idea of the goal that you want to work towards, that's in there somewhere, but you don't really have a clue what it takes to get there, or even more so, how long it's going to take to arrive at that destination. When you don't have clarity on any of those things, you lack trust in the process. You don't really know if you're doing the right thing. You don't know if you're getting any closer to where you need to be. You don't know when you should expect to get there. So you lack trust. And whenever you lack trust, whenever something crops up that gives you like a little bit of friction, pushes back a little bit of resistance, if you don't really know if you're doing the right thing in the first place, or if you're moving towards that goal in the first place, when something challenges that, you're a bit like, yeah, I can't do this. What's the point? Is it even working? Am I even on the right path? Let's not bother. So you sack it all in. So your solution is my free roadmap template. Now, you can build out your own roadmap by any means, but I've built a template for you, which is free of charge, which will help you map out this entire process. So it's free in the link down below. It will tell you, if you put in where your start point is and where you kind of want to get to eventually, it will give you an idea as to what you can expect timeline-wise to get from A to B, down in the link below. Now, step number 2 is the build. Now, this is the part that you're probably a little bit more experienced in, executing the plan, getting stuck into a diet. You're probably more experienced. You might not be high skill. You might be kind of like non-league footballer when you kind of want to be a pro footballer, but you've probably done a few diets and you might have had some success in the past, you might have not, but you've been in the mix kind of thing. Now, without sounding like Captain Obvious, if you don't do this part properly, you're not going to get no results. If you don't stick to the plan or have a plan, you're going to get nowhere. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? So again, let's go back to that plot of land theory. Let's say you buy the plot of land, but this time, rather than going into it blind and not knowing what you're doing, this time you hire yourself a little project manager who is someone who gets you clear on all your timelines. He organises all the different trades to come in, so you ain't got to worry about that. He's there on hand to answer any of your questions whenever you've got something that crops up through the process. Without a clear plan to follow, without your project manager in place, even a roadmap or a timeline of an idea as to when you can expect to achieve your result if things go well, it don't make any difference. What you need in the middle of all that is a clear structure that you can trust. So then what happens when you can trust it is that you can focus on just doing what the plan says rather than second guessing whether you're doing all the right things and is this working, is this for you? You can just simply get your head down and go and do what you need to do. So again, I'm here to save the day for you. I'm not going to try and sell you nothing. I'm simply here to give you this for free. I've got the first 4 weeks of your transformation mapped out for you. So again, down in the link below in the description, I've built out a 4-week structure, a 4-week spreadsheet, where again, if you put your start point into it, it will give you your first month of targets, calories, protein, steps, cardio. It'll give you all of it for the first month free of charge. So again, you haven't got to then go away and think, oh, is this the right thing for me? Is it working? Should I be doing this? It's all there for you. So if you partner the roadmap and the 4-week trim the fluff program, and you put them both together side by side, golden ticket. You are in a very good place because you've got an idea as to the bigger picture, where you're heading and how long that might take. And you've got your first 4 weeks to build that little bit of momentum, get yourself off to a flyer, and then continue from there. Step number 1 was getting clear on your timelines, knowing what needs to happen. Step number 2 was having the plan in place to work towards that bigger picture, that bigger timeline. And step number 3 is the handover. This is where the job is finally done. You've completed your diet, you've hit your goal weight. Most people get here and will see this as like being the end of the path. They're done, diet's complete, I hit my goal, perfect, I can now go back and live a normal life. Now, again, let's use the house as the example. At this point, really, when you've reached the end of the diet, that is the house built. You've gone through months and months and months of labour and trades coming in and out all the time. You're living in a bit of a building site, but by the end of it, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so glad that I went through that entire process to get me to this point. But the question is, whenever that happens, you're left with 2 options. You've got option A, where you look after the house, you maintain it, you get yourself a gardener, he comes out every 2 weeks to keep the garden and the hedges nice and trimmed. All the hard work's gone into it. So now you're in a position now where you want to keep it looking great. And then you've got option B, where you just let all the hard work go to waste, where you get to the end of the diet and you say, done now, let's relax. And in our terms, what we're looking at right now, option A is your reverse diet and you sustain all of your progress. And option B is that you see the diet as the end of the road and you lose it all because you go back to normal, you've not prepped your body for the next steps, and then you wonder, oh my God, why am I regaining loads of fat? All I've done is stop my diet. That's where your problem lies, son. So what you need to do is allow 4 to 6 weeks after your diet to rebuild your calories back up so that you're not on restrictive calories forever. When you're at the end of your diet, chances are your food's quite low, your cardio is quite high, your body is in a position where it's very restricted. Now, once you've achieved your goal, your next step now is to try and get to a point where you can eat more food and do less cardio while still keeping the same condition that you achieved towards the back end of the diet. To do that, you've got to commit to a 4 to 6 week window of slowly reverse dieting and building your food back up to the point in which you can go back to normal. If you do this and you go through this phase, not only have you got a better quality of life because you can eat more food, you can do more things without there being like a massive consequence of your actions. You can perform better in the gym, so gym becomes more enjoyable, you feel stronger, you look better. And like I said, the better look overall because you can now be in a position where you can start to build muscle. Your muscles start to fill out, you start to perform really good. And therefore you've gone from being like a little bit depleted and a little bit weak and flimsy to now feeling like, okay, I feel really full and I feel really good. Now I've got nothing to give you for free in that respect. However, it might be worth me building maybe like a end of diet course or something to show you what happens in the 4 to 6 weeks after you finish the diet, or I could do a video or I could do something. So if that's something that you want as well, let me know by commenting down below and I can go away and I can build that out and make it available for you very soon. So if that helps, please do subscribe and like and share. Comment down below if you've got any questions or if you want me to do any other videos covering any other topic. I'm happy to break it all down as best I can. Please share, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.